Welcome back. Well, we're still in the same month because we don't seem to have a place where we can call home. So what I want to do is do this. I can actually kind of see where I am. Okay, that's my field right there. So this would be... Okay. So over here, it would kind of be a good place to kind of put ourselves. Well, the only thing that we have is that. Actually, before I do that, let's paint ourselves a little. So let's just say there. Okay, that way it gives us a bit of a place where we can sort of call home. Now I realize that that's kind of defeating the purpose type of thing. But hey, we spent a lot of money and hopefully for something useful. I hate the fact that we're so small compared to the weeds, but nothing I can do about that right now. Actually, I think we do it that way. So it falls towards the tractor, I hope. Okay, so this is where we're gonna run into a bit of a problemo. And that is because we're not going to be able to just sort of, sell this kind of trees. We're going to have to kind of put them on a trailer in this kind of format, which I don't know if we can carry them enough on our trailer. So let's go have a look. Where is the other bit that I cut? So this is, whoops. This is one of the negatives with the grass being so tall and you being so short, that you literally cannot seem to find yourself. Whoa. Now let's have a look, see if we can actually drive this tractor like that towards the sell point. Okay, we're kind of struggling. And I think we're struggling because we're dragging that. Now let's see what kind of money we'll get for all this, if I can still find. There's the button. We still did alright. Still did a-okay. Now I do need to... I need to find myself a better trailer. Well, see, this is where the dilemma is. That I said that you need to find myself a better trailer, which is true, I do. Problem is, it's not as simple as that. It's not like I could just go and say, hey, I'm gonna go find myself a better trailer and download a trailer and buy it. And this is where I think this is going to be very, very challenging because one, I wasn't allowed to just pick like the biggest and the best equipment. So I kind of had to stick with the smaller stuff that I had downloaded, and I try to sort of have some of the stuff that Daggerwin has and Chainsaw. And this is where the dilemma then comes in. Is that you're kind of stuck without wanting or not wanting, you're stuck. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to put this guy back over here. We're going to cut some more trees, obviously. But before, and we're also going to go into the next month. But before all of that, I also want to be able to do this. Oh, okay. Forgot to press to allow field creation. Now I want to do a little bit of this because obviously we want to build ourselves enough of a field. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do it all before I need to do some planting, obviously. But I need to build myself enough of a field that I could actually, plant something that is worth planting. Not just plant something just for the fun of having something planted, if you know what I mean. So at the moment we can plant wheat, and we can plant canola, and we can plant barley in the next coming month. I think we can plant canola now, if memory serves me right. Yes, canola we can plant now and next month. So we might either do that, or might just wait till we can plant soybeans. As we know, soybeans are the best as far as price is concerned. Now we don't have, well, I was going to say we don't have any production. How could we have any production? Because we've not done anything, not gone into the next month. All right, so we're in September. Let's do this a little bit more. Oh, I forgot that I've actually not come on, get a move on. I've done a little bit of the field because I want to be able to plant something. So, but at the same time, I need to go and cut some trees. I think we're just going to leave it here. Let's see what's available in the dealership here. So we've got a tractor and a baler, which obviously would be a good thing to have. But for now, I can't afford to worry about it. Now I need to find some straight trees instead of just the usual. It would be nice if we had some bigger. There. There. We can cut these trees down. I'll do a bit of a time lapse in cutting some trees down. so we'll take these trees down to sell and see what kind of money we get for them. I really hope that we're gonna get some sort of a trailer, timber trailer. But you see, like that would be awesome. But I don't have the money. Even that would be awesome, but no money. So this is why I need to start cutting some trees and get myself in a position where I can actually make some money out of all of this. This is a difference with this, because it's not like you can just save up to buy whatever equipment you need, like you usually would. Like right now, I have the money. I could buy a bigger trailer. I could buy a timber trailer, whatever. But the fact that I have to wait for it to arrive in used, which may never come, this is where the difference is. So, and when it does come, you have 1 month in some cases to be able to buy whatever it comes. So this is where you need to make, oh, that came in the wrong way. You need to make money to be able to afford whatever comes that you need. So unfortunately, where am I? We're gonna go over here. Unfortunately, we're gonna be doing quite a lot of timber cutting, whether I like it or not. I'm gonna need to start getting myself in a very good position from a timber perspective. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble whenever timber does arrive. When something good arrives, if you don't have the money, it's pointless. So here we are. All right, I need to get something in ground. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get something in ground, some sort of planting going. Otherwise, we're in trouble. I haven't even looked at my production. We'll go and visit my production before this episode is over, and we'll see what happens as far as my production is concerned. Getting soaking wet. Okay, we won't get the rust bucket. We'll get this one. Just realized that I've got weights, but I don't think any of my tractors can actually carry weights. So pointless. Now I don't necessarily have to actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm trying to think how I can separate my field. Oh, actually, I'm going to separate that field into half. And that way we can utilize the field that we have and actually get some money out of it. Once the crop comes in, then we can continue to create fields. We're going to need to create a lot of fields. And again, you think about how much money we're going to need to save. You know, you're going to need to wait for a combine, and when it arrives, it'll be 2, 3, 4, 500,000, whatever it be. You need to have the money to buy it right there and then. Otherwise, I could be stuck with this combine for the rest of the game. So let's get ourselves to our field. Now, I don't even know how it would work in me buying. Oops. Actually, here. Oh, I was gonna say what's going on here. So if I buy that, okay, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Oh. So at least one thing is good, that the pH is, well, it's not great, but it's not horrible. The nitrogen, we can improve that. Now, I honestly haven't got a clue if this tractor can pull this cedar. I want to go. Where do I want to go? I want to go at the beginning of my field creation and just go up and down. I'll set the worker to do that, and then I will so this is my field. I'll set the worker to go and plant this. Now I don't know how long and how much is this going to help me. I'm referring to the seed and the fertilizer that I have in there. Is that even going to recognize it? Okay. Okay. So I will let him do this. And we'll see what happens. And I'll continue to do this. And then I'll have to see how far I can get before it's just too hard and he'll catch up to me. Now, when I see that the worker's caught up with me, I'm going to have to obviously then either block my border somehow or just let him go around the border and be done with it, which I don't think I want him to do that, because the border is just too narrow for what he needs to do. Oops, 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 get back over here. Okay. See, this is where it would have helped if we could have started with at least one massive tractor like 300 horsepower, even if it's a vintage massive 300 horsepower. It would have been awesome. Would have been awesome if we could have done that. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. So this is what I'm referring to. I don't know what I'm going to do about these. Is that other tractor actually doing anything, or is it just sitting there? From the looks of it, it's just sitting there. Is it because he got stuck, or is it just sitting there because that's what he chose to do? We can see my production. I don't know if it's actually produced anything. Well, there's not a humongous amount left to do, but obviously there is some left to do. So it'd be nice to finish it. It'd be nice to get it all done. Looks like there's something there being produced, right? Let's put speed on so I can... Oh, so we're not doing too bad as far as production is concerned. I'm going to have to put some more wood. Oh, this is not going to delete my tree. Now, if production is only limited to this little stuff, I wouldn't mind. I could easily put 3 or 4 of those, and it looks like we'll get something out of them. So we'll see what the rules are. I'm not going to sell the production until we see what the rules are. So I'm assuming that in the next episode, Daggerwin and Chainsaw will come up with, hey, this is what you can and cannot do. And then we'll decide on what is happening next. I still don't know if my worker is actually planting anything or not. I'm going to try and do a straight line here. And then I don't see him moving around. So either he got stuck somewhere or he decided not to work because it's raining, one or the other. You can see barely, vaguely, I can see a tractor just stuck there. Oh no, there he is. He's working. He's just working slowly, that's all. That's fine. I'm not complaining on that. Oh, you can see as soon as he hits the mud, he's stuck. So let's go and fix this too. It hasn't been too bad as far as me. There you are. This is a bit here that looks like it hasn't been cut. As far as me cultivating all these. I wonder why it's not working. I wonder why it's not doing anything. I'm just gonna, oh, look at this. It's struggling. Struggling big time on the wet. So we're just gonna do this. Let's have a look at the map. I wonder why it's not doing that. Okay, I didn't tell it to. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It doesn't matter. I can always deal with that later on. Okay, I realized that in real life you couldn't do this. Your seeder would be chock-a-block with. Hey, look at this. The nitrogen that's applying is doing pretty good. Now, what I am going to need to do is go and get. Is it because I said don't work the headlands? I'm curious to see if it will change anything. If you'll go all the way back now or still start just from there. No, still start from there. Okay. Trying to think what I need to do. I need to get this tractor going to pick up some seed and some fertilizer, bring them to our. Now, if we find out that the seed and the fertilizer was not part of the deal, I heard on Chainsaw's video he said that Daggerwin was going to add as part of the deal some fertilizer and some seed and some fertilizer and some seed. Now, should that not be the case, I'm obviously going to pay for the seed and the fertilizer. Wow, look at how nice the wet grass and all that looks. So obviously we're not just going to cheat it in. We're going to pay for it. Now, if I added too much, I'm going to pay for whatever is too much. If I didn't add enough, I'm obviously going to add whatever it is. Just that for once, I am recording my second episode prior to them actually releasing the second episode. So, I'm not quite sure what the rules and regulations are as far as all of that is concerned. But like I said, it's not a problem. We will not be benefiting in any way, shape, or form that we shouldn't be benefiting. Does that make sense? Of course it does. I wanted to do it this way just in case I decide to fill up from the trailer. That way we will not have any issues whatsoever. All right, back to it. Anyway, on that bombshell, have a wonderful day wherever you are. God bless you and your family, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.